As easy as it is for me to find house music in Chicago, it's very easy to find hardstyle in Australia. I felt that if I wasn't going to do this, then there legitimately was not going to be a hard dance scene.
I had a bunch of people tell me, they're like, why are you trying to make hardstyle where it's not even popular? Why don't you just make like more poppy kind of music? Because I don't want to. I want to be able to enjoy what I make. And especially when you play it out live, you feel so much more proud of it.
You know, it's the genre that doesn't quite fit in and accept with the other genres.
I mean, clearly all over the world people like hard dance, but why does it not resonate, here locally?
There's music that you probably would really love that you just haven't heard before because you're not hearing it at an EDC or you're not hearing it at a Lost Lands or something. I love hard dance. I love a lot of music, but I want to see it. I want to see it grow.
So I started producing EDM in 2018. When I started promoting that I was playing hardstyle and making hardstyle, like the first couple of hard dance gigs that I had in general were like raves, like underground stuff, lots of hard techno and stuff like that. Before that, there wasn't really anything, I didn't really play hardstyle live.
I think around COVID, the promoters had their issues and hard dance in this area basically was dead for a good year and a half. I loved it so much and it was just so disappointing not hearing that because I was going to a lot of shows at the time too. I was going to a bunch of nightclubs and random local promoters events and everything. I just felt so disconnected. I felt like I wasn't in the same space mentally as everybody else in terms of art. November 2021 is when I hosted my first hard dance show in someone's apartment complex in the city downtown, and ever since then I've been keeping it up.
Hardstyle specifically too is it's almost like a little group of misfits, but we're all kind of in that place together. It's an intense genre, and so I feel like a lot of people just hear those heavy kicks and they kind of are quick to dismiss it.
There's been a core group of people that have put a lot of effort and time and heart and soul into the scene. Definitely feeling proud to see the results of all the hard work and effort come to fruition, especially with our more recent shows over the last couple of years. It's been really special.
As I partnered with Web Life to help invest into flying more acts out, that's when the support really started kicking in. First couple of years were quite kind of rocky-ish for me, which is Rocky, that's my name. But yeah, the support was definitely slowly kicking in, and I think now it's a space where everybody pretty much knows each other, and they're way more supportive now of the local shows because nowadays more people are doing their own thing.
My friend who told me about the music said that the scene is so small, and I was like, really? Why is it so small? The music is so amazing. It's I love it. Then I started planning trips. In 2017, I went to a lot of festivals. I went to DEF CON 1. I went to California for many events. And then I'm like, well, why don't I start something in Chicago? Why is the scene here not growing? Maybe I can start spreading the love for the music. With Hardstyle Chicago Family, I started with the Facebook page in 2018, and we got very few shows, one main show once a year. Now last year I started my first 2 little shows that I did on my own.
Hardstyle in the Park was a really, really cool opportunity for us to be a part of. We grew attraction already so big that we had people from Texas come in, people from New York, and not just DJs, but fans flying from out of state to just come to this free little park event of local DJs. It's really, really, really cool.
Hardstyle Chicago Family has been incredible, and everybody there just is very passionate about the music. Everybody that loves it is like extremely passionate about it.
And now that there's Woodlife and Euphoria, they're throwing a lot of shows, so now it's like expanding a lot more.
There's lots of places now that are starting to play more techno, more hardstyle. That kind of got my name out there at least a little bit more, to where I've had the privilege of playing shows at, Bass Station and Soundbar and all these other places around Chicago that have specifically wanted me to play hardstyle. More and more festivals are starting to incorporate artists that play hardstyle, even putting stages for hardstyle.
I was fortunate enough to make connections with some of the big names locally who were throwing big parties, and were connected to some of the big promoters. Got to play at Spring Awakening for 3 years. First started out humbly at the Silent Disco, played a tent stage, and then the last time I played was the main stage. In the past few years, especially with hard techno kind of coming about and infusing the hard dance genres, there's been a pretty good boost in the activity. There's a big festival for dance music in Chicago called North Coast.
As a fan, I've went for the past 5 years, and I've always said, I wish they had hardstyle.
Hard dance has never been such a popular thing, at least not in the US.
Back in the day, we would always say complaining about different festivals, why is there no hardstyle there? Why is there no hardstyle?
We got lucky to get contacted to help curate a stage full of that music. So I think it's definitely a mix of luck and good timing.
This has never happened before in the past, where we've had a lot of hardstyle artists play at a festival. So this is so exciting that now North Coast has a whole stage specifically for it.
I found out that I was playing the festival, and I told all my friends, and they're like, no shit. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll play, some sort of, smaller stage. I'm grateful that I get the opportunity to play, but then I found out that I was playing at Fire Pit, and I was like, this is badass.
To have this kind of music at a festival is definitely the most surprising thing for me. Very surprising, but very exciting. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing that. Knowing that because of you, there are more people getting into something you love, and knowing that there's going to be another generation of people that are going to be following that is very, very satisfying. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of time and investment and planning to make sure that it continues. This is the biggest year it's been so far this year, so I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. I think it's very important for local scenes to help support each other and to not be afraid to host their own events and go out the house and treat it as a family community, because at the end of the day, we make the scene. As long as we're active, then I think it'll have a good future. like that's like it's hard to not understand that groove.